This is Miles. I just wanted to talk to you today about my tune called My Good Friday. So it all came around, this idea of forgiveness, and the whole song is really about getting forgiveness. And I kind of tapped into that whole Christian imagery of Jesus on the cross and with the two thieves, and the good thief and the bad thief, and the good thief asking for forgiveness. So I wrote it around that, but I had this kind of phrase I wanted to put in. It was really just, hey, hey, my Good Friday. Like that was the starting piece. So we started with that and, started putting pieces together. So if we listen to the intro here. La, 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 la. So you can hear the different pieces. Right here, you're going to see this is that guitar is my Resonator guitar. That's just got a beautiful tone, and I microphone that, tuned to like an open G tuning, and of course you can hear the la la la's. So as I was recording, it just kind of came out that would fit. So it's got this kind of Beatles vibe there with the la la la's, and that's my daughter Ronnie Watts singing as well, harmonizing, doing different things there too. And then as this intro continues, you're going to hear a recorder playing. And the recorder that's my son Duncan Watts, who's playing, and he had just dug that out and had been goofing around on it in the house, and I just said, hey man, play some recorder on this, and he totally improvised that. And it's kind of just a silly simple thing, but it's just nice to have him on that track along with my daughter, so both my kids are on it. And then on the drums, I had Danny Wilson come and lay some different tracks down. You can hear his different pieces. We did this. Danny's out in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I sent him the file, and he was able to record things and then send them to me to get different sounds. So you can hear his snare drum here. I'll just play a little bit of there for you. And it's pretty cool how he got the... It sounds like he's using brushes, but he actually uses a reverse reverb effect on there to get it. It's really cool. Glad to have him on there too. Nice friend of mine as well. So that Resonator guitar kicks in. The track keeps going.
Skull outside of cavalry. Worry about the bartender's last call. The impenitent thief, my companion, and my. Can't you save yourself from this fall?
So that first verse, I was trying to really catch the vibe of The Weight, the band, as well as Friend of the Devil. So the whole idea is hanging out at the Skull outside of Cavalry. So I imagine this bar called the Skull outside of the town of Cavalry. And as it turns out, Jesus was crucified at a place called the Skull outside of the town of Cavalry. So I kind of tapped into that. And the impenitent thief, my companion. There's the two thieves, obviously, who got crucified with Jesus. The impenitent one, he doesn't ask for forgiveness, and he actually mocks Jesus up on the cross. So I imagine these two guys, the impenitent thief and then the penitent thief, the good thief, and they're sitting at this bar drinking, being a couple of drunks, and his friend is like mocking him, giving him a hard time. And here it goes.
With a third of pieces of dirty silver on the outside looking in.
So the 30 pieces of dirty silver, again, tapping into that Christian imagery there of Jesus was, betrayed, and the payoff was 30 pieces of dirty silver. And you can hear the other instruments coming in. So there's that one guitar with the tremolo effect on here. So you put those together with the two guitars, it sounds really cool. The other thing that's coming in here at this point is the It's just a Hammond organ. It has this kind of churchy vibe, but you put it all together and you really get these kind of nice sounds working together. I'll just play the two guitars and the organ. Just pretty, a lot of layers on there, a lot of things happening.
Collage of shame, remorseful pain, numbing out to the mind's loud cheer.
So here we learn why the good thief is, being such a loser. He's got all these problems, and he's just kind of sitting at the bar, numbing out, drinking, having a good time, and he's numbing out to the crowd's loud cheers, and then you can hear the guy in the background, cheering, woohoo! So, feeling bad for himself, but just drinking and getting crazy and entertaining people and kind of forgetting about things and not dealing with things, and crowd's kind of cheering him on. So we'll continue the tune here.
To the mind's loud cheers. Oh, hey, hey, my Good Friday. Like a good thief, I must confess.
So there's the chorus, the hey, hey, my Good Friday, like a good thief, I must confess. But we add all these other pieces. So there's this other guitar that comes in here. It's a Telecaster, along with the other ones. And then you add it with the other Telecaster with a tremolo effect on it. And then you add the Resonator guitar with it. And then with the organ with it. It's kind of subtle, hidden in the mix there. All that stuff's going on. There's also kind of this funky bass guitar I have in here as well. That's, kind of bouncing around in the background. I'll play a little bit of that for you. That do 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 do, those kind of passing tones just kind of came out as a recording. I wanted just to have it be a little more interesting, and that riff just kind of fell out. Sometimes it just kind of pops out on its own.
Like a good thief, I must confess. See the stars, we need the darkness. The only way out is through this mess.
Lots of stuff going on there. To see the stars, you need the darkness. Basically, that whole concept of, you have to deal with heavy, dark issues. You can't push them away. So you have to deal with the darkness or the whatever thing you have in your brain or your life experiences. And the only way to get through it is you got to just muscle through the mess. You can't, ignore it and deal with it. But the cool thing about, I think, with Ronnie's vocals, her background stuff, all the harmonies that she does, just with me. So if I just listen to the vocals on the chorus.
Oh, hey, hey, my Good Friday. Like a good thief, I must confess.
So I just, obviously I love her. She's my kid. But the harmonies are just really pretty. And as she was recording it, she was trying to get the harmonies right. And, she kind of, as she was recording, she kind of groaned and makes this.
The only way out is through this mess.
And I kept it because I thought it was just funny and it fit the song. Like, nobody wants to have to deal with their dark, dirty issues. They don't want to have to deal with it. That's no fun. So I thought that kind of groan captured the whole idea of that.
The devil whispered in my ear. You're not strong enough to withstand the storm.
Here again, I'm tapping into that friend of the devil kind of thing. Devil whispered in my ear, which was like a bumper sticker I saw somewhere. Um, it says, "You're not strong enough to withstand the storm," and I told the devil, "I am the storm." Sadly, I've heard that some of the QAnon white supremacists have kind of taken that idea, or "I am the storm." Of course, I wrote the song before I knew any of that, and I guess I'm going to steal it back from them and make it a positive thing. But I just like that whole idea of, you hear these messages that you're not good enough and you have to be good enough. You are good enough. It's okay. And I just like that whole idea of empowerment. Again, here I'm going to add another guitar to this part as well. The tremolo. Yeah. So there's all kinds of layering going on there too. So in the verse, another piece, the second verse, is the mandolin comes in. Which you might miss if you're thinking about the whole song with all the different guitars and all the different things happening. If I play them all together here. The mandolin and the resonator are just so beautiful together. And then another guitar comes in. You'll hear it here. So there's all these guitars that are layered in there. If I play them all at the same time, you can kind of hear them. Yeah, all that different stuff cooking.
Going too good. Built up false self to get by. Emotionally abandoned with whispered words that crucify.
So there it is, the whispered words, of course, of the devil. You're not strong enough, and those words crucify. So again, hitting on that theme, and then coming back to the chorus. So all this stuff's cooking. I got all these different pieces in here. There's that chorus again, and I'm trying to think all the different pieces that I got going on. I think the first. It's a slow song, so there's this kind of country twangy Telecaster solo cooking in there, and then I threw in this crazy kind of auto wah. I guess another nod to the Grateful Dead here. Just to mix it up, give you another flavor, another texture. A lot of things happening. We go into another chorus, and then when it comes out of the chorus, it breaks down. And again, I kind of was trying to think of this, scene at a church.
I am the storm, I told the devil. I had a baptism of blood.
So, that whole idea of like the church organ going on, like somebody's testifying. And as the story goes with the good thief, they're like, can he be saved because he was never baptized? And of course, I don't know if people know the story. I had to research all this stuff. They say Jesus says it's okay. He's had a baptism of blood through his life. Just, I guess the point being that you can be saved no matter where you are in life. Doesn't matter your religious affiliation. And I didn't intend this to be a particularly religious song, but I just like the whole idea of forgiveness and again hitting on those themes. And I guess the message being, forgiveness can come at any time, no matter what. It's okay. So trying to hit that those ideas and all the different layers. So I thought it'd be interesting to point that out. The woohoo comes back, at the end as our character, the good thief, finds out, he's living his life with love now. So, it has a lot of different meanings. It could, living with love could, I suppose you could take it as a religious connotation, right? You found religion, or you found someone in your life who's going to love you, or you're learning to love yourself. There's a bunch of different things. Let's play that little part right here.
You could go with my old companion. I've been living life with love, 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 love. Yeah, my Good Friday.
So here we have all the pieces, together at the end. You have kind of the Beatles-esque la la las, and then the chorus with all the harmonies and all the different guitars, and you caught the woohoo. And then I threw these kind of bizarre vocals here at the end too. I'll just play them for you. You can hear them as we're coming up to it.
My Good Friday, my Good Friday.
They're just vocals with some effects on it that add to it to give it another layer and depth.
You're the way out, Sonny Smith. Hey, hey, my Good Friday.
So it's easy to miss in the mix of things, but all these different parts are going on, and I've recorded this and remixed it and done it a bit, a bunch of different times, and added different things and taken different things away. But this latest version, of course, has Danny Wilson on drums, which is great. And I just brought Ronnie's vocals up a little bit more and did some different things, but wanted to walk you through it and share the whole process with you. Took a little while to put together, but it was a lot of fun. And again, it all came from that whole idea of, hey, hey, my Good Friday. I knew I wanted that. That was the hook of the song. And then went from there. And I hope you like it. But it was a lot of fun. It's got a lot of meaning to me. And thanks for listening, watching this video.